Good, rather. It's the worst days of my life. How about that?
Okay, well, I'm sorry to hear that. I wanted to ask you, with news of the separation, how are you holding up?
Not holding up very well. I would say the other man, maybe I'll be an example for other men, cautionary tale. Don't neglect your wife. See how many at the airport now, flying out, as I have for 40 or for 25 years. My wife has been third, serving the community, taping my show, having fun with friends. That's what happens, guys. Never be too busy or never have too much fun beyond your work.
Y'all, didn't Judge Mathis stand in front of everybody and swear he was going to fight for his marriage no matter what? Because if that's the case, then why are we still hearing these stories floating around about him being caught with other women, like he was single and stress-free? Word on the street is that Judge Mathis really thought a few public apologies, some forced PDA, and that whole family man image would be enough to get Linda to do what she always does. Stay quiet, forgive, and hold it down. But see, that first divorce filing? That wasn't a threat. It was Linda letting him know the grace period was over. According to insider reports, Greg didn't just slip up once or twice. He allegedly made it a habit of stepping out, promising to change, and then immediately going back to the same behavior because he assumed Linda would keep swallowing the disrespect to protect their public image and net worth. The entire reason Linda filed for divorce was allegedly because she caught him with another, younger woman. And the only reason she called it off was that Greg promised he was going to change. But that was far from what was actually happening. From what's coming out now, Linda endured so much more behind closed doors, while Greg continued playing the perfect husband on camera.
This Family Matters, and as you see on there, our influence is that, black families are great families, and no, they're not filled with, just...
Now Linda is losing her patience for good, and it didn't come out of nowhere. There have always been rumors that Judge Mathis was hooking up with other women anytime he traveled for work or was away from home for long hours, which he did quite often. After spending close to 40 years together, Linda reportedly suspected her husband wasn't spending all those nights alone, but she chose to ignore it to keep her family together. That gave Judge Mathis even more confidence to push boundaries. It wasn't until Linda heard there might be a secret love child out there, fathered by her husband and walking around with his same nose and ears, that she snapped. It was like everything she had been holding in just exploded at once. Word is that she and Greg were constantly fighting, making up, and then separating again. Remember, while Judge Mathis was out building his public persona, Linda was mostly a stay-at-home wife and mom. He even acknowledged that the main reason he was able to go out and excel was because Linda was holding it down at home. She did it thinking she was supporting her husband, who was supposedly looking out for the family, to find out he was stepping outside their marriage, and may have even gotten someone else pregnant, while she slaved away 24/7 as his lover, secretary, and caretaker. That cut deep. And let's not forget, this isn't the first time Judge Mathis has been caught red-handed cheating. Remember how he turned the tables on Wendy Williams after she accused him of seeing other women? It was treacherous. He went all out to defend himself and even dragged Wendy into it as collateral damage. But everyone knew, no innocent man would react that way unless there was something to hide.
Now, that might not be true according to you about this woman that allegedly you slept with, allegedly got her pregnant. Listen to this. Let me draw up the skeleton, Judge, and then you fill in the meat.
Wendy, I didn't read that part. Now you making that up.
Okay, let me draw up.
And WBLS about to be sued for defamation. You gonna make some stuff.
Okay,
up here
Judge,
that
you
wasn't
are
even alleged.
Okay,
now, that's called defamation.
All right.
That's called defamation, Wendy.
Okay.
She did not allege that.
All right, look.
I'll tell you what she alleged. It wasn't that.
All right, you tell me what she alleged, Judge, in all of your anger.
I'm not angry.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
I also got it. I didn't do it.
I also
and
got
I have
it from
nothing to do with it. And I don't know the woman. Never met her. Never used cocaine. Now, let's talk about fueling your stuff. You on the other hand, have admitted to being addicted to cocaine.
Absolutely.
Secondly, you continue to show symptoms of your addiction.
Okay.
Lastly,
What
I
are those
heard that
symptoms? Tell me.
These nasal passages you keep
Yes.
coughing up.
And I did Afrin.
This eternal cold that you continue to have.
Yes, oh,
that you
yes.
can't have to come to work because every other
Okay.
now you even stupid so low as to blame it on your baby, your newborn. How low can you get? That's about as low as you can get to blame your child for your cocaine addiction. Then, lastly,
Judge.
your bisexual activity. I'm sure your audience want to know about that. I've heard that rumor.
I'm sure my husband would love that.
Yeah. Oh, he watches. Does he watch when you do it?
Yes, don't you know?
No, I don't know. I didn't know you were that low down. Lastly, we can continue with what I heard about all those abortions. Like 8. You had 8 abortions. That's what I heard. That's the rumor.
How
Now you want to keep
interesting.
fueling that? Did you write about?
There was even another rumor going around that he was messing with IG baddies in public, and Linda endured it all longer than she should have. In fact, it was an open secret in their circle. You know how those rich Hollywood couples are. So when she finally filed for divorce the first time, people were sure Judge Mathis must have done something truly devastating for the pot to finally boil over this way. Word on the internet streets is that the things Linda highlighted in their divorce filings were enough to tarnish the spotless image Judge Mathis had spent his entire career building. The Judge Mathis we see on camera is a brand, and any hit to that brand could seriously damage whatever career he has left. That's why he had to put on his big boy pants, take some accountability, and do the work to win his wife back. And it worked, because the two of them were soon seen going out on dates, and Judge Mathis was more than happy to let the world know all was good in the Mathis household. Linda even called off the divorce. Allegedly, she did it because there was too much money and joint assets to divide, and she wanted to make sure she got what she deserved. But from what's being said, Linda and Judge have always had an arrangement, like many Hollywood couples. The Judge could have fun as long as he came back home to his wife. The problem? He was spending more and more time with his side pieces than with Linda, and that rubbed her the wrong way. The first divorce was just a warning to get him to get his act together, but it didn't take long for him to slip back into old habits. And Linda isn't putting up with it anymore. If he can't focus on their family now that he's retired, there's nothing left to hope for. People are saying maybe it's finally time for Linda to do what she's been threatening all along. For her to speak up like this after years of minding her own business, while Judge constantly embarrasses her, cuts deep. Wendy Williams would have a day with this. Linda seems to be saying, enough. I'm done pretending. Now give me my half. But what do you think? Should Miss Linda stay with the wandering Judge, or should she cut him off for good? Sign off in the comments, and don't forget to hit like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Bye baddies.